Hello, dear students. Very good morning. We are learning the chapter Respiration in Animals. And today we are going to study about an interesting topic, that is human respiratory system. The human respiratory system consists of this nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, that is nothing but a voice box, next windpipe, that is trachea, so bronchi and lungs. So the lungs are situated in a space within the chest. So it is called as thoracic cavity. So this is called as thoracic cavity. The walls of this thoracic cavity are surrounded by the ribs. So this thoracic cavity, it is covered by, or it is supported by ribs. So the base of the cavity is like a sheet of a muscle. So here you can see it is a sheet of muscle. It is called as diaphragm. The base of this thoracic cavity, it is like a sheet of muscles. We call it as a diaphragm. Coming to the process of respiration. So we breathe through the nose. So we have nose, no? So we breathe through our nose, which consists of two nostrils. So two nostrils, and the air is inhaled may contain dust, pollen grains and germs. As this inhaled air passes through these nostrils, it gets filtered through the hair lining the nostrils. You know that our nose contains some small hairs, right, which will filter this dust, pollen grains and germs here. And so the dust particles and germs are trapped here in the nasal air. So ಮೂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. And the the nostrils is also containing blood vessels. So the warm blood flowing through these blood vessels warm the air. So it will warm the air, and the cells lining the nostrils. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂಗ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ cells, so which produces mucus. Mucus means it is a slimy substance. So the linings of the nostrils produces mucus. So the sticky material in the nose, which moisten the air, and it also helps in trapping the germs. So germs cannot escape from that mucus. So they are trapped in that. That is why you are advised to breathe through your nose and not through the mouth, because so mouth does not have any mucus or any special hairs to trap the germs or dust. So hence we have to breathe through our nose. So after passing through this nostril, so the air enters through the pharynx. So this is called as pharynx. So this region where nasal cavity and the mouth meets in the throat. So the this pharynx is the only part of the respiratory system which is shared with the digestive system. Okay, that is pharynx. So from here, two tubes open downwards. Okay, two tubes will be open downwards. So that is, one is trachea and other one is food pipe. So food pipe ಈ ತರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದ್ರ ಹಿಂದೆ. So food pipe, like the nose, the trachea is lined with the cells with the release mucus. The air continues to get moistened in the trachea. So in this trachea, it gets moistened. So the air continues to get moistened in the trachea due to the mucus. If some foreign particles irritate the cells of the trachea, we cough or sneeze, and the particles come out of the body into the air. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಸ್ನೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಬೈ ಮಿಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಪೋಲನ್ ಗ್ರೈನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದಾಗ, ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಫ್ ಅ ಸ್ನೀಸ್. ಸೊ by this way we are releasing the foreign particles which out of our body. So now the air comes to the trachea. This is also mucus, and the trachea gets divided into two tubes. Here you can see two tubes. This is called as bronchi. So this is trachea, from the right lungs and the left lungs. So this portion, it is called as a tube-like structure, that is called as bronchi. So in singular, it is called as bronchus. So each bronchus leads to its respective lungs, right and the left lung. So bronchi, this further divided into extremely narrow tubes. Here you can see this is bronchi. Again, it is subdivided, right? So this extremely narrow tubes, these are called as bronchioles. so which is called as small bronchioles. Air from the nose, it will come to pharynx, then larynx. Larynx is nothing but voice box. So from trachea, trachea is again divided into two branches, that is bronchi. So bronchi is again subdivided into so many branch-like structures, they are called as bronchioles. Students, here you can see, if you take a small section of this bronchiole and if you see under microscope, you can see a bubble shaped or a balloon shape. So the bronchioles end in a bubble shaped air sacs called as alveoli. So which resembles a bunch of grapes. Here you can see, if you take a small section of this, here you can see the alveoli. It is like a bunch of grapes. And air from the trachea enters the bronchi, then bronchioles. From bronchioles, it is followed by this alveoli. So these alveoli are surrounded by network of capillaries. Here you can see a network of blood capillaries. So the walls of the capillaries and the alveoli are very much thin, and gases can pass through easily. So since it is a very thin layer, so gases can pass through easily. So the capillaries which absorb the oxygen, so whatever the oxygen that you have in here, it will be so absorbed by these capillaries from the air in the alveoli, and here it releases the carbon dioxide into the alveoli. So here exactly the exchange of oxygen and the carbon dioxide is taking place. So you know that the blood is which is carrying oxygen rich blood and the carbon dioxide rich blood, right? So the oxygen which will be diffused into blood and it become the oxygenated blood, and the same blood which will gives out the carbon dioxide, so that we are exhaling through it. Yes, next is how do we breathe? So ನಾವು ಯಾವ ತರ ಉಸಿರಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. So students, can you guess the number of times you breathe in a day? So on an average we breathe more than 20,000 times in a day. So we breathe all the time, even when we are asleep, right? And not doing any activity. So even though we are not doing anything and even we are sleeping, so we have to breathe. So we are breathing all the time. So while exercising, our body needs more oxygen, right? Our body need more oxygen. So the breathing gets faster. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ರನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಉಸಿರೆಳ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so our body needs more oxygen at that time. That's why we breathe fast to get more oxygen. And this breathing, it is controlled by intercostal muscles between the ribs and the diaphragm. So this is called as diaphragm. So it is controlled by intercostal muscles present between these ribs and this diaphragm at the base of the lungs. First we'll see inhalation. So during the process of breathing, so inhalation, so this diaphragm muscles will contract, okay, and becomes flat. So here you can see it became like this, flat. At the same time, the intercostal muscles contracts to pull the ribs upward. ಇದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ರಿಬ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ತರ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದಾಗ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಕೋಸ್ಟಲ್ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸೊ ಮೂವ್ ಅಪ್ವರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಚೆಸ್ಟ್. ಅವಾಗ ಫುಲ್ ಉಬ್ಬತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಏರ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಏರ್ ಮೂವ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಲಂಗ್ಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಏರ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜ್. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಇಂಟರ್ಕೋಸ್ಟಲ್ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಟ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ದ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಚೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. So when it increases, as the air pressure of the lungs will decreases, at that time the air from the outside will fill the lungs through this air passage. Next is exhalation. So during the process of breathing out, okay, breathing out means exhalation, breathing in means inhalation. So here during the process of breathing out, exhalation, the diaphragm muscle, so here you can see the diaphragm muscles and the intercostal muscles become relaxed. So they'll become relaxed. And the diaphragm returns to its dome shape. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ತರ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು, it will come to its normal position, dome shape. And the chest cavity becomes smaller. Here you can see, here as it is increased, but now the chest cavity decreased, right? So diaphragm muscles and the intercostal muscles relax. So the diaphragm returns to its normal dome shape, and the cavity becomes, the chest cavity, this chest cavity becomes smaller. Here you can see the symbols in indication you can see. So it becomes smaller and the lungs return to its original volume. So this squeezes normal position ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the air which is present in the lungs go out, okay, through the same air passage in the it will go out. So this is how inhalation and exhalation work out. So student, this is about a human respiratory system. I hope you have understood, and thank you.